I'm Bradley Nairn with Brunswick Electric Membership Corporation, and I proudly serve as a board member on the Southport-Oak Island Chamber of Commerce. I'm here to kick off our new Tourism Counts video series, which is designed to educate locals on the benefits of tourism to our community. We will focus on the 5 pillars of tourism, which include infrastructure, jobs, environment, tax revenues, and community partnerships.
I've lived here full time since June 30th, 1970, when I came and stayed on a boat for a few months. Then in 1971, we moved onto Oak Island, but I vacationed here since 1958. For a long time, Buddy Rudd was my business partner, and he actually learned to walk on the beach holding on to the family dog. And you know, you can still do that today if you want to bring your toddlers down here and let them have a nice, safe surface to play on and walk on. The beach is for everyone. This is the year of the trail in North Carolina. Our trail goes right down by the ocean. I've just always wanted to have a nice place to work. And I remember when we opened that office in Southport in 1981, we got 17 flower arrangements from different business people welcoming us. And it just made us feel so good that we were doing the right thing to be in business in this area. And we've just had our 42nd anniversary. In 1981, we had the one office open, and then in 1983, we began to operate on Oak Island. We had a 1,300 square foot office, and we just depended on people making do with small spaces to accomplish what they needed to accomplish. Before we had our second bridge, Buddy Rudd and Dan Wise would stand out by the road with a bucket to get the tourist keys when they were leaving the island, because if they got out of line on a Saturday on Long Beach Road, they didn't have much of a chance of getting back in. Things have changed tremendously. It's amazing because we went from a small town, quiet beach area that we were struggling to attract people to because we had to try to make a living year round. People would come primarily in the summer months, and the merchants just had to get along till the next influx of tourism money. Fortunately, I-40 finally was extended all the way to Wilmington, and our Chamber of Commerce had the I-40 Blitz, and there were several carloads of chamber members that traveled I-40 from Asheville all the way down to Wilmington along I-40. They entertained service clubs, chambers of commerce. They would have a breakfast, a luncheon. They would have a reception in the evening. Members spoke on radio shows, and David Kelly at that time said there was only one traffic light between the Brunswick County beaches and Raleigh. And all those people were accustomed to going out I-70 to the more eastern part of the state, and they had traffic lights every other block. So we were way ahead of that game. It's hard to believe now when you see how our traffic flows, what we didn't have then. We have underground power now, we didn't then. We were trying to figure out the best way to guide people to us from I-40, and there was controversy about which exit would be the best. So we finally decided 414 would be the best exit. So I got Buddy Rudd in the van and a chair and took a photograph of him we used in marketing with him sitting in a high canvas chair with the company sign welcoming people, and there we are in New Hanover County trying to drag those folks down to Brunswick. We wanted them to understand which exit they needed to take to get to us. And that was a source of amusement. In the 80s, I had my children in the 1970s. I had to take them to Wilmington to a pediatrician. And as a matter of fact, on Oak Island, we had the red and white grocery store, and their prices were very high. Harrelson had a nice IGA in Southport and wonderful meats, but they had a little bitty grocery cart, so you didn't have as much of a selection. So there you are, you're going to the doctor in Wilmington, you're going to Wilmington to buy your groceries. Now they come here because we have great stuff. Well, tourism is the engine that runs Brunswick. The growth in tourism has been such a springboard. We have wonderful restaurants, we have good roads, we have more road construction going on now, at least quite a lot. That generates more revenue, the towns have more to work with. But it's just the tourism, the real value is seeing all those happy people enjoying nature in Brunswick County, because we just have a beautiful setting, and you can enjoy a walk on the beach if you don't want to swim. You can ride bicycles and many trails. It's a great quality of life, and if you don't have critical mass, if you don't have enough people to help support your population, the businesses are not going to do well. No one will do well. So it's just so important to keep those tourists coming.